Are you considering a move to Baltimore's Inner Harbor but are uncertain about which neighborhood resonates with you and your family? In this video, I'm going to give you a brief tour of the 8 neighborhoods surrounding the harbor so that you can decide which one appeals to you. I will do a deep dive into each one individually following this video. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video to find out which neighborhood might be best for you and your family if you also have a dog. Before we get into the neighborhoods, I want to point out the 2 main highways most often used around the harbor. Here we have 83 located northeast of downtown Baltimore, and this highway runs north to south. Secondly, we have I-95. This highway runs northeast and is the most widely used highway within the state of Maryland. Both of these highways could be critical depending on where you work or where you travel to often. I will highlight these along the tour. Locust Point is nestled on the peninsula and has amazing curb appeal and very scenic views of the harbor. It is home to Fort McHenry National Park. This is a great spot to take your family for a walk around the trail or explore the historic fort. This location allows for easy access to the city without much of the noise. This area is highly walkable with local restaurants, parks, and easy access to I-95. Up next on the tour, we have Riverside, nestled in between Federal Hill and Locust Point. There is the Museum of Industry, which hosts a farmers market every Saturday from spring through fall. You'll find local farmers and food vendors. I love starting my weekend off here with some breakfast and some fresh vegetables to take home. Added bonus, you can see the sailboats take off from the downtown sailing center. When considering the lifestyle and walkability of Riverside, it's excelling. You have Riverside Park close by where many residents walk their dogs. There are many restaurants that you can hang out on the patio or grab a beer at a local corner bar. As we move along the tour, we have Federal Hill, known for none other than the giant hill and park on the northern edge of the neighborhood. This park has a ship-themed playground, walking trails, and stunning 360 views of the city. Along the promenade by the waterfront, there's a holiday market in December, and countless fitness-related events that happen year-round, such as marathons and bike races. For your dose of culture, there is the famous Cross Street Market. You'll notice that there is a bunch of food restaurant and drink vendors here. This is a great spot to grab your food of choice with friends or catch a game at the sports bar. Up next, we have the neighborhood of Otterbein. As you can see, it's a bit more tucked back from the harbor, but right against 2 very popular stadiums. First being Orioles Stadium, and then right next door we have Ravens Stadium. Being able to walk to these is such a huge perk of living in this area if you like to catch games or go tailgating. As we walk through the neighborhood itself, you can see that there are so many pocket parks that are just steps away from most of these backyards, making it feel like you are not in the middle of the city. Otterbein has easy access to the train station that you can take to DC, the airport, or Penn Station to head to New York City. There's also quick access to I-95. As we move north, we have downtown West and the Inner Harbor. We won't spend too much time here because you can see that this area is mostly filled with office buildings, hotels that feed into the convention center, and the sports stadiums right next door. While the Inner Harbor holds the aquarium, Baltimore Science Center, shopping, and restaurants, we don't want to confuse this with all of downtown Baltimore. Next, we'll stop by quaint little Italy, which is right next to the entrance of 83. Like the name of the neighborhood, you can see that there are countless Italian restaurants, many owned and operated by Italian families that have been here for generations. Little Italy is such a lovely area to walk around. You can grab a coffee or a pastry at one of my favorite spots, Ovenbird Bakery. Beyond Italian food, this area is often bustling with art-related events, one of which transforms the area into an actual work of art every fall. Let's move on to Fells Point and Harbor East. I've taken us right to the center of Harbor East. You'll find the higher-end shops and restaurants. Close by, we have Fells Point Square, which is the gathering place where you'll find ghost tours, iconic waterfront restaurants, and popular watering holes. In Fells Point, you'll see some of the oldest residences in Baltimore. It's similar to Fed Hill, and then it's often bustling with family-friendly events and festivals. Last but not least, we have Canton, which is located just east of Fells Point. One of the best things to note about Canton is the free concert series in Canton Waterfront Park. This series happens the first Thursday of the month all summer long. People come here from all over Baltimore to see local bands, musicians, and enjoy the nice weather right next to the harbor. Patterson Park is often called the Central Park of Baltimore. This park has something for everyone, from fish ponds to walking trails to the much-loved pagoda. I love to come here to relax on the grass with a book, have a picnic. You can also attend one of the many festivals that happen here. So now that we've wrapped up the tour, you may want to know which areas are dog-friendly. In reality, they all are in their own way. This depends on your dog's preferences. Living close to the harbor allows for an amazing view when taking your dog for a stroll. If you are looking for more than just a nice area to walk in, you may want to consider Locust Point or Canton. Beyond just having parks in these neighborhoods, they also have dedicated off-leash dog parks. These parks are very loved by the locals and they are rare within city limits. This is my dog, Paws. He is very discerning and he likes to review the parks. He gives these parks 3 out of 4 paws on his scale. Make sure to check out the following videos where I go over each of the neighborhoods in more detail. I will cover everything you want to know, good, bad, and delicious, to help you and your family decide which neighborhood best fits your needs. If you have any questions or a specific area you want me to cover, please do not hesitate to comment or reach out. Pause, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching.